Good morning, students. In today's video, we are going to uh, discuss some important small topics that will definitely help you in upcoming videos because these concepts are basics for this particular chapter of concepts of isostasis. So let's get started. The first is the mountain formation and uplift. So how does the mountain form? Okay, when mountains form, the crust becomes thicker and gets pushed forward. So how does the mountain form? Basically, the crust, where the crust is thicker because of the erosion or deposition of sediments there, means deposition of sediments there and rocks, etc. Because of that crust becomes thicker and it pushed forward, means it pushed upward, sorry, not forward, it pushed upward. Okay, like this is how the crust pushed upward and form the mountains. After erosion removes weight from the mountains, the crust rises again. This is called isostatic rebound. So what happens is, after the erosion, some rocks remove from the surface. Okay, and because of that, the crust rises again. Okay, and this is called the isostatic rebound. Because of that, we don't see that the height of the mountains decrease. Why? Because when the erosion happens, the weight on the crust decreases, because of that crust rises. So I hope you understand why the height of the mountains remains same after the erosion process also. So that's how the mountains form. Basically, the crust becomes thicker and pushed forward, upward, sorry, and because of that mountains form. And this isostatic rebound, these are like small concepts that will help you in building further concepts. Isostatic adjustment, so the crust floats on the mantle like a wood float on water. Okay, we know that we have lithosphere and asthenosphere. So the lithosphere contains the crust, and that crust floats on the asthenosphere. We can say the mantle. It's liquid, it's soft, just like the wood floats on water. When weight is added or removed, the crust moves up or down to maintain balance. So when the weight is added or removed, okay, because of that, the crust moves up and down, and it maintains the balance. Okay, now uh, let's talk about thick crust versus thin crust. So thicker crust sinks deeper and rises higher, like a big wooden block floating in water. So the thicker crust sinks deeper. So the thicker crust sinks deeper and rises higher. So here's a important concept, that the thick crust, it um, sinks deeper as well as it rises higher at the same time. Okay, so like this is, suppose this is can say the crust. So it will sink deeper as well as it will rise higher at the same time. But in the thinner crust, it sinks less as well as rise less. So here's an important concept, that if the crust is thicker, so it will rise higher as well as it will sink deeper at the same time. So you can think of it like this, like suppose you take a thick wooden block this much in the water, so it sinks deeper as well as it rises higher above the water. This is the wooden block. So that's how same thing happens with the crust. Faulting due to uplift. Rising crust creates tension pulling forces. This breaks the crust into blocks, forming normal faults and graben faults. So faulting happens because of the breaks in the crust, basically. Okay, so here the fault happens because of the breaking in the crust. Wooden block example. So let's take this wooden block example to understand this concept. If you put several wooden blocks in water, thicker blocks will float higher but sink deeper at the same time. Same thing. This is similar to how mountains have deep roots in the mantle. So mountains have deep roots in the mantle as well as they rise higher. We see big mountains. So their roots are very deeper inside the surface and they rise higher as well. So same happen with these wooden blocks. Adding extra weight. So if you place another small block on top of floating block, it sinks deeper. After sinking, it reaches a new balance level, and this is the isostatic adjustment. So if I place one block on another, so it will sink deeper, and if after sinking it will reach a balance, and that is called the isostatic adjustment. So I hope these all topics are clear to you all. Let me quickly summarize, like mountain formation and uplift. I hope this is clear. Then we have this isostatic adjustment. We have seen the this example is very important, like wooden blocks, and how with that wooden blocks example we understand the mountains also, the formation of like how does a mountain form. Mountains basically have deep roots, and those roots are not much denser. We have seen this. And faulting, wooden block example, adding extra weight, isostatic adjustment, isostatic rebound, etc. So today's homework is to make an image in your mind explaining this concept. Just draw an image in your mind, not on the paper but in your mind. I just wanted to improve your imagination. Okay, I just wanted to improve your imagination. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.